Good evening, everyone. My name is Colleen Gwynn Armstrong. I am the Media Director for Fashion Week Brooklyn. I want to extend a warm welcome to everyone and a very, very joyous thank you because this is a very wonderful day for us. We are very excited to have all of you here in support of our official endorsement by our Brooklyn Borough President, Eric Adams. I'd like to introduce Council Member Carnegie just to say a few words before we begin our program.
So just so you know, protocol dictates that I don't normally get a chance to speak before the borough president, but after his words, nobody wants to go after him, so thank you for allowing me to do that. I just want to say, as the chair of Small Business for City Council, it's incredibly exciting to watch the growth and development of the fashion industry in Brooklyn. We know that Brooklyn is a leader in many things, but fashion has long been associated with Manhattan. So for my borough president to take the lead and grab this bull by the horns and really begin to put fashion in Brooklyn on the map, I'm just incredibly excited. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to share this moment with the borough president in his house. It couldn't be done in a better place. I want to thank Rick Davies, who I always say is from Bed-Stuy. I don't know if he really is, but he's always in Bed-Stuy, so we claim Rick from Bed-Stuy. And his vision, watching it come to fruition, watching it grow and develop over the years that it's done, I'm just excited to be here. So congratulations to all the participants. I've seen some of the young models preparing to come out. They look beautiful. This is just a wonderful opportunity for Brooklyn. So in the words of my borough president, we're celebrating this as one Brooklyn.
In May 2006, an unknown event named Brooklyn Fashion Weekend burst on the scene as the borough's premier fashion event. The New York Times described it as defying all expectations, and the Huffington Post said it had a livelier audience, a love of spontaneity, a respect for diversity, and designing for the passion of fashion. The little weekend that could proved that it had a big future. Here we are 8 years later as Fashion Week Brooklyn, and we're about to receive an official endorsement by our Brooklyn Borough President, Eric Adams. This is a joyous day for us, and we thank Borough President Eric Adams and the Brooklyn Tourism Authority. The journey has been exciting, rewarding, but most of all, it's been inspiring for the hundreds of local, national, and international emerging and established fashion designers who have graced our runway. Our models are a direct reflection of the multicultural diversity within Brooklyn, and our designers have hailed from all corners of the world, including Japan, Africa, Russia, Spain, Canada, London, the Caribbean, just to name a few. And now I'd like to introduce Council Member Antonio Reynoso of the 34th District.
How's everyone doing today? A little bit of energy. There you go, clap it up. I'm excited to be here. I'm a little disappointed. When I first got the call, I thought they needed a model. And they just needed someone to present the borough president. It works. I'll figure it out. I just want to say this is a Brooklyn Fashion Week since 2006. I'm surprised because we've been flying Brooklyn for much longer than that. We get clapped that up to at least 100 years. But this is a great time for Brooklyn, where Made in Brooklyn carries a swagger to it, where it means something. More so than Made in Manhattan, Made in LA, Made in Brooklyn actually means something. So the fact that we could bring it back home, bring it back to the places where we have Martin Clothiers or Brooklyn Industries, all brands that are succeeding and doing very well, is a great honor to me, to the borough president, to this great county. So once again, I want to introduce to you the man that needs no introduction, and the man with the swagger too, by the way. At my inauguration, he had a dance, he had a music selection, and he gave me a little spin move. And I hope he does the same thing right before he comes out and speaks. But I want to present to you our borough president, Eric Adams. Thank you.
Thank you, Antonio. Real Brooklyn brand. You know that this is a real Brooklyn brand. And you know, it's about the excitement of the borough of Brooklyn and what it has to offer. It was good that we had the most important fact that I'm the most fashionable borough president out of all of them. But the reality is now the continuation of that brand, and I just want to thank Rick for having the vision of doing Fashion Week Brooklyn. Brooklyn is making it clear that we have new, young, up-and-coming designers with great material and an eye for fashion. Last week, I attended all the shows, and I told Rick that next year we need to do the kickoff in Borough Hall. And each year, this brand is going to grow and continue to grow, and we need to thank Industry City for turning the landscape into something beautiful. But some of our other supporters, as well as Industry City, Gotham Stages, Levy Light in New York City, Creative New York City, Verizon Wireless, and one of my favorite eateries, Woodland Restaurant. So this is going to be a great year in 2014. It's only the beginning. We look forward to all the designers that come and just put on a fantastic show. And just the atmosphere is a great atmosphere. You know, Manhattan may have their brand, but when you look at the Brooklyn swagger, when you look at the interaction and the good spirit that's in the atmosphere, in the room, we do things a different way, and that's why Diana and I are talking about doing the ball drop in Brooklyn, because we can continue to do it the Brooklyn way. This borough is too small for small thinkers. We have intellectual, artistic giants, and we're going to make sure the next 4 years that those giants have an opportunity to show their art in fashion, to show their art in print, to show their art in poetry and theater. Brooklyn is going to become the mecca for artistic expression. That's what our goal is. And so I want to thank you. I want to thank you, and I want to thank the designers. I want to thank all those who are participating in the show. I'm looking forward. I went and, you know, have several new outfits made so I can look fashionable, and I'm actually going to convince Diana to walk with me down, you know, the runway, you know. So we are excited, you know, and I cannot have a better deputy borough president, just, you know, a fantastic partner as we move Brooklyn to the next level. And it's going to be a challenging ride. You know, many people believe that we can't, but like hell we can't. We will make it happen in the borough of Brooklyn. So I thank you. Let's make it happen. I want to cut the ribbon. Are we cutting the ribbon now? Or are we going to wait? Or are we going to let the MC do a thing?
The show was the 13th through the 16th.
Okay, let me give you the date. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. The show is going to be this year, March 13th. That's Thursday through Sunday, March 17th. 16th. 16th? Somebody give it right for me. 16th? We want them to hang out another day. You know, so Rick Dalby, great job to the designers. Let's get the message out to everyone that Fashion Week BK is here and is here to stay. Fashion Week BK.
Now, I know most of you have heard of a ribbon cutting, but I'm sure this will probably be your first fabric cutting. We have a special part of this program today, which includes a red fabric cutting to symbolize that Brooklyn is now the new fashion destination. So I'd like to welcome up Style Director Erica Branford and Style Coordinator Christina Edwards to cut the red fabric with our Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams. Wonderful. Now, we also have a very special treat tonight. There are two designers here that will also be featured at our Be Bold, Be Strong collection show next week at Industry City. I'd like to welcome Tyann Williams. She is a 12-year-old, that's right, 12-year-old designer, and she will be presenting her Pinky Says collection. And also Anthony Rubio, who is an award-winning pet couture designer. So first up, Anthony Rubio. Okay. How darling is this? This is Bella Mia. Bella Mia is the winner of the 2014 Best Dressed Dog of the Year award. How cute is Bella Mia? Thank you. And if you want to see more of Anthony's collection, you can come down to Industry City on Saturday night, which is March 15th, at 241 37th Street in Sunset Park, Brooklyn. And now, I'd like to introduce Tyann. Oh, more photos. Wonderful. Tyann Williams, our 12-year-old designer, will be showcasing her Pinky Says collection on Sunday night, which is our finale night at Industry City. Tyann, 12 years old. Congratulations. We hope everyone can come out next week to Industry City to see Tyann and the Pinky Says collection. Thank you. There's more from the Pinky Says collection, more models. Uh-oh. I wasn't ready for this. Ooh. Work, girl. Wow. Okay. The Pinky Says collection by Tyann Williams. Wow. And this is Tyann Williams. Lovely. I want that black little jumper. Oh. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce our founder, creative director, and visionary, Rick Davey, to the stage to speak more about the BK Style Foundation. Rick Davey, everyone.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for coming. I'm not very much of a speaker, so I just want to say really thank you for the Borough President. I really, really appreciate it. It's been a long, long years of working with a team of Colleen and Shadows and Erica. And there's so many of us who work backstage, and they have volunteered their time, Tiffany. And it's really been a labor of love for all of us. And we truly appreciate this moment. And I just want to say thank everyone and thank to our current sponsors that is supporting us all in kind, and we truly appreciate it. And hopefully from this season on, we'll we all champion of Brooklyn in the fashion industry. Thank you very much, and I'd like to bring on one person, the Consul General of South Africa, who would like to speak 2 minutes just about the partnership we have with South Africa. Consul, yeah?
Mr. President.
How are you?
I'm fine, how are you? Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I think I was ambushed here because when I came, I thought I was going to enjoy the wine and had an opportunity to greet the people of Brooklyn. But by the way, I'm here to share our appreciation as a country, as South Africa, that for the first time we'll be having our designers who will be coming to participate in the show. So we are very excited about this opportunity because we strongly believe that creative industry is one of the drivers to grow the economy of any country, because the clothes that will be showcased here, if people buy them, then ordinary people will benefit from that. We appreciate very much the opportunity from the President to come and be part of this great occasion. We'll see you next week during the show. Thank you very much.
We're just going to have Ms. Gramble say a few words about our Stitch for Success program with Ms. Malik Silly. Quickly.
I'm sorry, I've been running crazy. There is a legend in our house, Mrs. Silly, come here. Mrs. Silly used to be Malcolm X seamstress. Come here, Mrs. Silly. Come here, Mrs. Silly. Come here. Okay, so BK Style Foundation is the organization that, come here, Mrs. Silly. Come here, come here. She actually made clothes for Malcolm X, and she's going to teach it.
Okay. Okay, let me do some little bit correction on that.
Okay.
Yes, I knew him, and I knew him quite well, and we were close friends. But actually, the major work I did was at his passing. I was able to assist his wife in making her clothes when she made hers, which is not something that anybody knows except me and now all of you.
So BK Style Foundation is the parent company who organizes Fashion Week Brooklyn. We're creating the program Rick Davey has Stitches for Success that teaches young people how to sew in the public school system. And we will have a line of ties for success, ties for causes, where we're going to teach young people how to manufacture their ties so they can make money. And it will be a paid training program with the Borough President and our Councilman Robert Carnegie Jr. in Bed-Stuy. And all the kids will eventually learn how to, many of them, how to make their own clothes. Thank you. And we need sponsors. We still need sponsors. We want to thank Dugal for the banners, and we still need many sponsors. We are 501c3. It's a write-off. Please help this great, great program. Thank you.
Thank you.
At this time, I would like to thank the Fashion Week Brooklyn team. I had to write everyone's name down. I didn't want to forget one person. One of my social media taglines for the season is, "It all happens backstage," because a lot of the magic and a lot of moments happen backstage, and if you don't work with us, you wouldn't know. I'd like to thank the following people who work so hard behind the scenes. Thank you, Gregory Hutchinson, Anna Grumberg, Mike Johnson, Jerry Jordan Brown, Tiffany Coates, Erica Branford, Christina Edwards, Liz Mercado, Robert Manella, Dewan Jones, Benchmark Bello, Soledad Harron, McGregor Ellis, John Tao, Jenny Mata, and all of our wonderful interns. And also, I would like to give a special thank you to our founder and creative director, Rick Davey. This is his little baby, and I appreciate him.
That's my cue. I will give her an opportunity to be emotional. It is not easy to start something from its infancy. This was a concept where people just got together and spoke of an idea. And today, 7 years later, we want to show you what Brooklyn is all about, the BK style that everyone will envy. And we have made Brooklyn a global market brand. And that all starts from each and every designer who had the heart and spirit to say they wanted to make it someday as a designer and made sure that it happened here in Brooklyn. They say that Manhattan is the only creative borough when it came to Fashion Week. We have something to prove here in Brooklyn. And thanks to what would be this great team of individuals and great founder, Rick Davey, we could not have done this without you. We thank you dearly. May God continue to bless you, and may we as Brooklynites all support you. So this will conclude this press conference. This is the kickoff. We want to express to you how we're all looking forward to seeing everyone next week at Fashion Week Brooklyn, beginning Thursday, March 13th. Mark your calendars, March 13th through Sunday, March 17th at Industry, Ray, March 16th, it's right here, March 16th at Industry City, located at 241 37th Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenue in Sunset Park. The opening night on March 13th begins with a VIP cocktail reception starting at 6:30 to 7:30. Our Brooklyn Borough President will be hosting the eco-friendly opening evening beginning at 7:30. We hope you can all join us. And please visit the website www.fashionweekbrooklyn, spelled out BROOKLYN.com, for the entire show schedule. A special thank you. We do not do this alone in Brooklyn. It is about collaboration, not isolation, as our Brooklyn Borough President always reminds us. This is one Brooklyn, and one Brooklyn doesn't do it alone. It counts on sponsors like Industry City, Gotham Stages, Levy Lighting, New York City, Creative New York City, Verizon Wireless, Dugal Printing, Yelp, Woodland Restaurant, Zico Coconut Water, Fashion GPS, Brooklyn Brewery, Brooklyn Winery, Clique by Chef Roble, Aunt Bonnie, Pier 44 Auction, Exclusive Vodka, Mamista Wine, Go-Go Squeeze, Burns Consulting, Vaprin, BCG Records. And as you can see, Fashion Week is about an ecosystem we're building. This feeds our local economy. My mother was a seamstress in the 80s, 70s, and 60s in this great borough of Brooklyn. And it is amazing how that craft has slowly declined. Well, this is a commitment to making sure that that craft comes back stronger than ever so that our manufacturing industry remains in Brooklyn. We want to thank Fashion Week Brooklyn for hosting such a special experience, the Runway Soiree, pre-event this Friday at Gotham Stages, located at 27 West Street in the Greenpoint section of Brooklyn. So from Sunset Park to Greenpoint, Brooklyn, we're taking you from the south to the north. And we hope you can join us. God bless you all and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. Wonderful. Put her up.